Hey guys, this is Jadah, also known as Misfit Tiny here at SongLab, and we also have a guest.
What's up, guys? My name is Dezzy Yates, aka the Average Hero, and Misfit Tiny. Such a pleasure to be here on today.
Thank you, thank you. A lot of people forget, like, that's where it comes with. You don't have, like you say, you don't have to agree, but just respect my decision or my choice, my opinion, however you want to word it. So I definitely like that. And then you also said matured. So what advice would you give to the younger you?
Man, the younger me, I will tell them to be patient. Patient is a fruit that you have to work on, and like patience, like it's gonna happen. Like whatever's gonna happen for you, God's gonna make it happen for you. Just take your time and be patient. Because one thing I learned is like, what's crazy is it's your gift will get you there, but your character is what keeps you.
Whew.
And there's a lot of people that have gifts that will get you into the room, but we're seeing now in the social media age where their character can't keep them.
Can you say it one more time so they can hear you?
Your gift will get you in the room, but your character keeps you there. And so it's easy for me to flex on camera with my gift and I can show you what I'm doing, but your character is what matters most. And so I would tell the younger me, like, you're dope. Continue to practice at your craft. But if there's anything you need to work on, it's your character. You got some bitterness you need to work out. You need to work on your patience. You need to take some time to just breathe and take some time to understand that, man, look, it's a big world out there. It ain't all about you. You know, learn to serve first before, you know, if you want to go high, go low. And so I've learned that in the later seasons of my life, and it's opened so many doors, like learning to serve versus like, hey, look at me. And then understanding that a lot of the stuff that I think is mostly in my head, and it's just bitterness being projected onto people. So that's one thing I'll tell my younger self.
Okay. So he said patience. Would that also be the advice you'd give to like any younger person right now?
Patience. It's not a race. I know we live in a fast food, social media, digital age place where like you can just pick up your phone and get a dopamine hit real quick.
Right.
But patience, because like it's the best work is done underground. Like before a tree grows up high, the roots have already gone so low. And so you may not see what's going on, but the roots is handling business down here. And depending on the tree, depends on the fruit. So there's some fruit that comes really quick, and there's some stuff that takes time. And so you have to be patient, like understand. Because I mean, I see artists. I've been doing this long enough to see Soulja Boy mixtapes. I've seen so many people come and go.
Right.
And if you don't take time to breathe and be patient, you'll get caught up in the sway and run of things. And then even yourself, like I had to ask myself, let's say for the artist that's listening out there, or maybe yourself or mine, let's say everything you ever wanted just happens tomorrow. What are you going to do with it? Do you have a plan in place?
Like they say, be careful what you pray for.
Exactly. Like you go viral tomorrow. Do you have your SEO together? Do you have management together? Do you understand your publishing? Do you have BMI? Do you have ASCAP? Do you know your brand? Do you know what your mechanicals are? Do you know you have a website together? Do you have your merch together? Do you have these things together to capitalize? No, you don't. You probably don't, because I didn't. And because like that moment comes, okay, well now are you prepared to go viral again? Are you prepared to, is your brand established?
This is real, guys.
Yeah, is your brand established? Do you know how to move and function in these rooms? Do you understand what contracts are? Like, be patient. It's you're going to get it. One thing I learned about God is like, you ain't like seek him and everything else comes. You ain't got to worry about that stuff over there. Like it's always going to be a trend to run on, but like, just be patient. And as you begin to be patient and get your stuff in order, everything else just comes to you. So
thank you for that. I love that. Can you please tell us what you're currently working on?
yes. So right now I'm promoting songs from my last project I released called Graffiti Blues.
Okay.
And so it represents it kind of explains the reason why I got the mask on and like why I rock it. Get a little bit of my style and my personality. So we have some things that we're working on. I don't like, used to be I would tell everybody everything and then nothing will happen. So like now I realize like, so I got I have that I'm working on. I'm always recording the music. So I'm always writing. So I don't know when that stuff's going to come out. But yeah, my previous
Just stay tuned, he says.
Yeah, we got music videos we're working on. We have collaborations we're doing. I'm working with a few artists here in the Valley. And then yeah, just kind of growing and taking.
Are you allowed to throw any names out there?
Well, I did a song with Mega Ran. This actually is a little bit older. So if anybody likes Street Fighter, I have a song on the Street Fighter 6 album. So it's a celebration of the anniversary of hip hop, and that song's actually over 10 years old.
Okay.
And so we sampled Street Fighter 2. And a friend of mine, Eric from Nerds Clothing, shouts out to Eric. He got a hold of the song about 10 years ago. Mega Ran, who was like the OG nerd rapper, like shouts out to my man. He ended up getting on the song. Well, it sat. And this is one of those things where we talk about patience, right? It sat for another 5 or 6 years. Eric he does clothing. He ends up getting a relationship with Capcom, and he pitches the song to them. They're like, we like it, but we don't know if we want to run with it. Well, they end up running with it, and then like, freaking Dave East is on the album, Charlie Clips, DNA, Papoose is on the album, Styles P, Chic Luch, like legendary MCs.
Yeah, all from New York, almost similar.
Guys. And on the very last track is me and Mega Ran, and we just nerding out, rapping over a video game sample.
I love
Never
that.
thought this in a million years. And so like, yeah, we haven't done anything recently, but that's one of the most recent collaborations. So if you want to check that out, it's called Nerds Clothing Steel Sessions. And it's got some really great songs on there. So,
and you said, what was the name of the album that you just released again?
So it's called Graffiti Blues.
Graffiti Blues.
Graffiti Blues.
And can you let them know what platform it's available
All
on?
DSPs.
Okay.
You can find it everywhere. Hit me up on Instagram, Dezzy Yates, DEZZY _YATES. It's not hard to find me. I'm probably one of the only dudes wearing a Luchador match. There's other guys who are Luchador. Shouts out to Action Figure. He's another guy. There's another guy I just linked up with. He's really cool. I'm trying to tap in with them and see if we can't do like some Luchador like rap where like all three of us is in a music video. But yeah, so I'm probably one of the only light-skinned dudes you're gonna see with a Luchador mask on. And all my stuff is in black and white, so I'm not hard to miss. But if you like it, tap in.
Okay.
I'm here. Like, holler at me.
Well, thank you. It was good having you here.
It was wonderful. So
are you gonna tell us really quick what the mask is about?
So
before we go.
I call myself the average hero.
Okay.
I'm not a superhero. A lot of times we look at these rap stories and we look at people, and to me it seems like, man, it's like some Marvel DC type stuff where how they built relationships, like, you know, they just got all these connections, and like I don't know anybody like outside of like my man Mega Ran and Eric and a few other people I've established connections with. But there's no like Hail Mary. There's no like wake up one day and I got my superpowers. Like, I'm a regular guy. And like I've had to go learn how to rap and write and train and practice, and like, you know, I wear this as a means to inspire people that anybody could be underneath here. When Stan Lee created Spider-Man, he said he wanted to create an all-over suit because he wanted people to see themselves in Spider-Man. I want people to see themselves in me. When I put this mask on, I could be anybody. I don't want people to focus on what I look like. I don't want people to focus on what I'm doing. I want people to focus on the music. Now, when I take it off, I'm a regular dude with a wife and I got 3 kids. But when I have it on and I'm rocking on stage and I'm rapping, I want people to see themselves. And I want, and like the same way you have Peter Parker and Spider-Man, that's how I see my music career. It's like, you have Peter Parker, regular guy, and then when it's time to save the day, I put my mask on and I rap. And like I said, I don't have no superpowers. I don't know nobody, you know, and maybe one day that might change. But I want to inspire people, like, you don't have to do that. If you see a change in your neighborhood, mask up and go make that change. That's how I saw it. I work with kids. I was abused and I saw so much hurt. I saw so many people like myself not being represented. I got tired of it. And it was like, God told me, what you gonna do about it? So I just was like, well, I'm not a superhero. My friend was like, you could be an average hero. And I was like, all right. So I just put the mask on and I go out and rock. And whether 5 or 10 people rock with me, that's all that matters. But there's somebody out there that's listening to this. Here's the music that's going to be inspired. The same way I was sitting on that couch and I ate those Pop-Tarts and I saw Lupe, that's what I want to be for somebody else. They're going to see me and be like, yo, he can do it, I can do it.
Amen to that. Thank you so much for sharing. Can you let them know where they can follow you at?
Instagram, because all the other social media is really too much to keep up with. I have a TikTok. I'm never on it. I'm a PR's worst nightmare. If I ever signed to a label, they would hate me. So I have Instagram, and then I have my website, DezzyYates.com. You can hit me up on there.
What's your Instagram again, love?
DEZZY _YATES, Dezzy Yates. Hit me up, send me a message, tag my stuff, whatever, and we can go from there.
Thank you again. It was a pleasure. And as I said, you guys, I'm Misfit Tiny, also known as Jadah. How long was it?